Okay, well, we talked about how that it's a change of mind, okay? See, it may look like, like when I welcome him, it could look something like this. Hey, how are you? But he feels that as a shield. I mean, as a spear coming out. And it may look the same when I welcome him. Hey, how are you?
Much closer.
But it feels different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and he gave up his attack. That's why it's not going anywhere. That's why he right?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So then we were talking about, well, he was saying, well, what if I grip you, and because sometimes where I practice, and I've experienced this in my practice too with other people, where they're not really giving you an attack, physically it feels kind of maybe sort of like an attack, because there's a grip here, but they're kind of looking at you and they're trying to figure out what you're doing, and they're really defending themselves. And Johan pointed out that's a shield. And I said, yes, exactly. Because I'm in here, and I'm kind of, what's he going to do with his Aikido? Let's see if he can do the technique that Sensei showed. And am I attacking?
No, now you're constraining me.
Right. So, in this context, in the context of real life, that would be, instead of an attack, that would be like, I lost my wallet. I'm freaking out. I'm so afraid right now. I don't know how I'm going to do anything. I don't have any of my things. So you wouldn't throw someone like this, right?
No.
Okay, can you be that person who lost something?
Yes, help me.
Oh, I'm really sorry about that. Maybe we can, together, we'll see if we can find it.
Oh,
Right? See, there's no throw here because there's no attack. But it doesn't mean I can't connect. And it doesn't mean I can't connect with beneficence. It just means that it won't go to a throw.
Constraining. What this is, and when the practice is right, it is right. Is it right for the spirit to be seeking, like a robot, seeking your center all the time?
Yes. Yes.
So,
Yeah.
it is. Okay.
But then you gave it up. That's why you didn't fall.
Yes.
And for me, I don't want to throw anyone who isn't attacking. I don't want to throw anyone anyway, because the ground is where people get hurt, right? Non-Aikido-ka may hurt themselves. We know how to roll. We know how to take care of ourselves, but your on-the-street attacker may not know that. And I was in New York practicing with someone, and he said, oh, a member of my club got into an altercation with some people, and they said, we're going to take you outside. When you go outside, we're going to fight. So when he went outside, these 4 people were waiting for him, and one of them charged in and skied, and that ski to the face. And he was only first kyu, he wasn't even a shodan, but he was able to do iriminage, and perfectly done, and the person went down. Head started bleeding. Meanwhile, someone had called the police in the bar, and when the police showed up, that's when this man discovered that the person who had thrown the punch was an off-duty police officer. So his friends showed up, and they didn't ask any questions. They saw their friend bleeding on the floor, and grabbed him, roughed him up, threw him in there, and I think he said that after $200,000 of legal fees, he was finally exonerated. How much better would it have been for everyone if he had not been thrown, or if he had gone down easily and not hurt himself? So when I hear the words Aikido is love, that's what it means to me. It means no one gets hurt. No one hits their head on a rock. No attacker gets punished for making a mistake. You know, I want my operating principle to be to others like I would like them to be to me, which means when I make stupid mistakes, I appreciate mercy, not punishment. So I want to be merciful. Okay? So that's the idea we're after. So when we attack an Aikido practice, what we want to do is we want to take that spear energy, okay, and keep it going to our partner. And so that's part of the reason we have this exercise. So I'm going to be the scary monster now, and I'm going to give you, you can feel the spear energy, right?
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm coming in. It's very fast. So what are you doing now?
Trying to get away from the spirit.
Yes, it's got a bit of
outside
shield
of it.
up. So it's in the matrix, it's a little bit of shield and a little bit of withdrawal. Right? So first what I want you to do is put up something that's directly connecting to me, like a real shield instead of a, okay, good. So now you're connecting to me, but you're starting to withdraw, so make it a real shield, so don't come any closer.
But that is, I should let you on the spirit.
That's good, that's fine, you can do that.
Spirit
As long
shield.
as it's reaching me,
Okay.
instead of you being kind of like, here, feel how kind of I'm not with you.
Okay.
Even if I do that, I'm not really with you, I'm just pushing my arm out. But if I intend to relate to you, so intention, action follows intention, right? Okay, so I'm going to put up a shield, and then, am I relating to you anymore?
No.
No, because now I'm kind of like, okay, the shield's up, and what does he want? Who is that guy? Okay, and then when I see it's you, everything shifts. Okay, but it doesn't feel the same. It may look the same, kind of, but it doesn't feel the same.
No.
Right? And see how he gave up his attack?
Okay.
If I do this, no, I want you to keep your attack up. It's much easier to keep your attack up. Right?
Okay.
Yeah?
I'm more motivated.
Yes, instead of when it's like this. Then it's well, wait a minute, what's the point?
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay, well, it's going to make sense in some sense, and then your body's going to reject it. No, the brain says, no, don't let him in. That's dangerous. But O-sensei showed us it's better than not being dangerous. It solves the problem. Okay, so we're going to work from intention, and the way I like to do this is I like to fool my brain, because it's really hard for me to get to my beneficence matrix when I have a perception of threat. So may I have this, please? And so I want to have a different way of approaching this in practice so that my neurology starts building a track to the beneficence matrix when I'm under attack. So what I'd like for you to do is feel thirsty and want water from me. Okay? So I do this all the time, and I hope it's not too boring for you to hear the same thing over again, but it's a good way to practice because we all know the feeling of being thirsty, and we all know what it feels like for someone to give us water, and we also know how to give something like this to someone else. So,
I'm thirsty. Give me some water, please. Please.
Okay, I will.
When?
Well, right now, are you getting it? You're not getting it. Well, here.
I can't reach it. I can't reach it.
Because I'm pushing it at you, right?
It's shoving it.
Right. Okay, right, sure. Here, have the water.
You could wait, huh?
Right. So there's a withdrawal, there's the shield, there's the spear, and then, oh, here, have some water.
And I'm going to almost drink it in the fall.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to trade our brains. When you go up as Uke, this is what I want you to do. I want water, please. And don't stop thinking, I want water, and you're the only one that can give it to me. Now, he's not feeling this. I want water. I want water. Because he's just learning this, okay? And so he won't have the capacity to bypass so easily. So I'm just going to come with my need and express it like spirit energy, but just enough to trigger you, all right? So you can feel that I want water, and that feels like it's spirit energy. Doesn't that feel, well, let me ask you this, that feels like spirit energy?
Yes.
And you can always ask for a little more, like if I'm saying, well, can you give me just a little bit there? Okay, I can work with that. So that you're both on the same page. We're working together, and as Uke, you're going to be a partner. You're going to be the best help your Nage has ever had. Okay, not in learning a technique, but in changing the way you view your partner. Okay, so I'm so thirsty. Can I have some water, please?
That's a roll.
Yes, good. Now you've noticed. Okay, now you'll notice each time.
Get away from the sphere, get away from it. That's difficult.
Okay, then don't worry about that. Just give me the water. Okay, so what Johan is going through is he just went through he just went into this stage of being behind the door, okay? Because you've got the shield up and you're trying to figure it out. You're in your intellectual loop, searching your brain for the answer. But your brain doesn't have all these answers. This is a new situation every time. Your brain has never experienced this before. But what it has experienced is giving someone water. Here's the water for you. See, his attack is gone now. It's over.
If I continued, I would bogart the
Yes,
water.
yes, you would, and that would be okay because I'm here for you. We're in this together. So here, have some water. Here, have some water. There we go. And he gave up. He said, oh, okay, that's okay, I'll get my water elsewhere. And that's okay. I'm going to keep it going, though, myself. So this time, don't worry about whether you're giving me the water. I just want you to want me to have it.
Without giving in.
Yeah, just want me to have it, just like when you welcome me in the door.
Do you have to step also do a
You
step out
may,
way?
but you may not. I don't really care about what happens physically. I just want to feel that you care about my thirst.
Yeah.
No, you withdrew. So
And
where's the
what
water?
is hand over and
Okay, but that's your intellect. You're a very
Yes.
intellectual guy, I can tell. And you're trying to figure out the answer to this problem, but you already know how to give someone water.
I would. Now I'm faced that I have to losing the spirit.
Don't worry about that. No, no, no. You're reaching out with this hand, and this becomes a shield. I want you, this is the water. No, you hold
It's
it.
almost open.
Yes. So can you just want me to have the water? No, no, you're taking it away. Give me the water. Yes. Yes. There you go. So I continued wanting the water even as he gave it to me, and that's why I went to the floor. Okay? So let's try this. Let's see what happens. It's Aiki-Lab. It's an exploration. Thank you. Thank you very much.